Hello everybody, my name's Melissa Devo. I'm here today with Carol Ann. She's one of the authors of the new book, Letters of Love, Inspiration, Gratitude and Hope. And we're going to be talking about her letter that she's written and who she is and why she's written her letter. So welcome, Carol Ann. Thank you so much for being with me.
Thank you, Melissa. Thanks for having me.
So I'm going to just ask you first of all, who are you, what do you do, and what's your letter about?
So my name is Carol Ann Gvineria, which is a hard one to pronounce, and I'm based in Scotland, and I am a consultant in training and education, but I also run the Listening Labs, which is a place where people can come and learn really how to be deep skilled listeners. And my letter is about that. It's literally about our kind of unsung hero, our unsung superpower that can really shift relationships, I believe, fundamentally.
And so how do you think it relates to the book? So in relation to Letters of Love, Inspiration, Gratitude and Hope, how do you think it relates to any of those subjects? Because I know you do mention it in there.
Yeah, I think it underpins everything, Melissa. You know, when we really intently listen to someone, we create space for ourselves to be inspired. You know, we hear something new, but we need to really be listening carefully for that. Hope is when, you know, I imagine someone has not been listened to for a long time, and you dare to share your ideas, and suddenly your hope springs again. And love, well, I think it's one of the biggest gifts of love you can really give somebody, is to listen wholeheartedly to them and give them your time, your undivided attention, you know.
Because when I was reading your letter, I thought it was really interesting because it's very different to the other letters, and it's just not something that I would have thought of, because when you're talking about love, there's so many types of love, but when you're listening to somebody, which is sometimes really hard to do, because I know when you're in a conversation with somebody, it's kind of and you're distracted, it's really hard to kind of, you know, intently listen to somebody, but when you are giving your full attention to that person, and that's what I found really interesting with your letter. So
yeah, I think it's just something we take for granted so much. We don't, like in my letter, I talk about it, you know, never having kind of superpower status like courage or inspiration or, you know, all these lovely words, but it really is the linchpin of everything. And if you think about the relationships in your own life, the people that you gravitate towards, the people that you disclose your deepest, darkest secrets to, are the ones that are generally the good listeners, you know?
Yeah, and I can't wait for this book to come out, because I think the letters, as I was saying, that, you know, they're all very different, and yours in particular it's just very, very different, very unique, and it was really interesting to read. So I really thank you for writing that.
No, thanks for letting me be part of it.
Yeah. I'm really happy to have met you as well. So it's lovely.
It was fantastic, and the fact that you let me actually go and put some makeup on this is even better.
Oh no, you're so fine. You're fine. So can you tell me what? I'm not sure if we've sort of covered this, but what was the reason behind you writing this letter?
I think there's a few reasons. Personally, it's something that's been sitting inside of me to write about for a long time. It's stuff that I've taught, and I've ran groups and delivered sessions and workshops on this, but I've never really sat down and written about it, and really I have through like exercises and then through discussions and stuff like that, but it's always been a bit patchy. So I really wanted to kind of really bring my thoughts together in one kind of concise piece. And also completely honestly as well, I wanted to kind of push myself a bit out of my comfort zone in doing this project, because I've never done anything like this before. And yeah, I was completely terrified, totally out of my comfort zone. And I'm still out of my comfort zone, but I feel really good having done it. Also putting my thoughts, on paper and sort of articulating what's been kind of churning around in my body for quite a long time. But just the whole process and working with you and the guidance from you, and that's been fabulous as well. It's been a really interesting process for me. Yeah, especially if you haven't been through it before. It is a nice process to go through, and it's really nice to actually meet different people and read the way other people write, and there's perspective on love. So I think it's really special. So is there anything else that you'd like to talk about in relation to the letter, in relation to the book as a whole? Any thoughts that you have? I mean, I think gathering together people I think this whole experience that we've had this past year and a half, coming on 2 years, as a world, we've experienced it as a world, has sort of made us realise how connected we really are in a bizarre way, and how similar we are, like, as people. Yeah, we all have different cultures, we come from different countries, we're different traditions, everything, but there's that one thing, we're all human beings, we all need valued, we all need respected, we all need heard. And for me, that's listening sort of echoes the sort of nature of this book as well, because this book brings together lots of people's different feelings, lots of people's different thoughts on what inspires them, what inspires gratitude, what gives them joy, love, etc. And listening is, for me, one thing that unites everything, really, if that makes any sense, that rambling. Yeah, no, it does, completely. I really like your letter. I really do. Okay, well, thank you so much for spending time with me today. How can we contact you if somebody wants to get in touch with you? So you can, it's fine, my internet's unstable, but it's okay. You can contact me through the Listening Labs. So it's in construction at the moment, but my email address will be in the book, where you can find the details on my bio. Just Carol Ann, CAROLAN at the Listening Lab. You can find me there, and you can find me on Facebook, Carol Ann Gvineria, and also on LinkedIn as well, same name. Gvineria is hard, but awesome. So I will put all the details in the bio below the video, so you'll be able to check Carol Ann out through there. Well, again, thank you so much for joining us today. As you know, the Letters of Love, the next version, will be coming out on the 10th of October this year, and we're really excited for the launch, so please join us for the launch party. Again, thank you so much, and
yeah, we'll see you soon. Bye.
Pleasure. Thanks, Melissa. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.